Hi, so I'm Dan Hart. I'm a Senior Lecturer in Haematology at Queen Mary University, London, Barts, the London School of Medicine and Dentistry, and I work as an Honorary Consultant for the Haematology Department at Barts Health. I have a role with research, both for the Trust and for the University, and I'm just going to speak about how we've developed an exciting portfolio of studies within non-malignant haematology at Barts Health and at the University. So haematology is embedded in most studies, so there's a huge number of studies going on at Barts Health at any one time, and haematology contributes to many of those, and we call that secondary research contribution. But what I'd like to talk about is our primary research, those studies that we are the main investigators for. So over the past 4 or 5 years, we've developed a broad portfolio of studies, including idiopathic thrombocytopenic purpura, or ITP, some exciting haemophilia studies that we'll talk about, thrombosis studies, as well as red cell, including sickle cell and thalassemia. So all the consultants and seniors within the department have an interest in research, and we try to support those studies from the department, but also with help from the local network from the NIHR CLRN, which provides some infrastructure support for us to continue to do studies within the NHS. So for the studies that we do, the team approach is very important for us to be able to support multiple studies going on in the department, and there's about 30 plus studies going on at any one time in the non-malignant haematology area. And that pipeline currently has some really innovative studies. We have patients enrolling into the first international study of gene therapy for haemophilia A, which is very exciting. We look forward to seeing how that progresses. There's a study looking at interfering RNA delivered as a therapeutic under the skin in haemophilia patients as well, which will be a truly kind of paradigm change medication if that comes through trials successfully. On the sickle cell side, there's also some small molecule trials that are really the first truly disease-modifying agents that have just coming to the end of some phase 1 studies, and again early data has been presented at the American Society of Haematology in December 2015, which shows some very promising results, and we look forward to being able to support the subsequent trials, phase 2-3, here and our partner institutions around the network into the rest of this year and next year. As well as commercial studies, we have a portfolio of investigator-initiated studies. So I am the chief investigator for a national study in the UK, essentially a UK haemophilia-centred doctors' organisation study, so the national umbrella organisation of all our haemophilia centres in the UK. And we're looking at the impact of large-scale personalisation of dosing of factor VIII in severe haemophilia A. So an expensive drug that is life-changing for the recipients of that, but trying to really optimise treatment both for the individual but also for the NHS, so that it's a win-win for both patients and the NHS. There's other studies looking at surveillance of complications of anticoagulants. So over 1 million people in this country are anticoagulated with various agents, and Dr. McCullum, one of my colleagues in the department, and Dr. Laura Green, another colleague, have put together a surveillance study with a number of partner hospitals around the country to record the complication rate in the real world of these anticoagulant drugs. That's successfully recruiting to time and target, and we hope that that will start to inform some of the safety issues around anticoagulant medication, both of the traditional old anticoagulants such as warfarin, which is tried and tested over decades, as well as the new oral anticoagulants that are being used now in clinics around the country. Funding for research is very important, and we continue to work with our trust and university to try and leverage the monies to be able to support ongoing research within the department. Obviously trusts do have challenges of delivering teams for research, but we hope to be able to continue to work with our partners. Things are very important to the NHS, and opportunity for research for patients and departments also very important, and they do come together. Haemophilia is an expensive treatment to provide. It's specially commissioned in the UK, which means that the government has a strategy to fund that from a central pot rather than it being devolved locally. Importantly for us, with savings from trial participation. Just at the Royal London Hospital alone, we save probably in excess of £1 million per year in trial costs and factor costs that we're able to save for the NHS. These savings are very important for the NHS, but also the opportunity to be involved in the research is crucial for patients as well. And we hope that our patients continue to have the opportunity to consider research as new trials come along, and we hope to be able to increase our portfolio of studies available to our patient groups over the coming years.